for clubs on a quarterly basis. For the club that has the greatest percentage of growth in their club, the district has points available, and I'm going to make those points available for the club with the greatest proportion increase from each quarter of 4 quarters to award a Paul Harris to somebody in their club. They can split those points if they want, but I'm assuming that they would find someone to give a Paul Harris to. And then also, I have found points. I want to provide some incentive for starting a new club. And we're all each proud of the clubs we're in, and President Ray made it possible that for a presidential citation, that the complete emphasis is not on expanding an individual club, but a club can take a little bit of risk, start a new club, and if they don't grow, but they start a brand new club, that's an enormous step forward for Rotary. And with that, I have an incentive for either a cash award or for 3 Paul Harris Fellows to be awarded. So 3,000 points to the club that starts the club, or $1,000 cash for the club's service or fundraising project of their choice. And I just want clubs to know that I'm trying hard to demonstrate just how important this is to me, that we go out there and look around in our district for communities where a new club could be started. And I know they're out there. There are some communities, there are some counties with 5,000 and 6,000 people in them that do not have a Rotary club. And yet we'll have smaller counties where they'll have strong little prospering clubs of 25 and 30 people in them. And there's just no reason that we don't examine those communities and look for a place. So I just want you to know that that's very important. And I'm trying to provide some incentive for this as well. Thank you, Dwayne.
Thank you, Governor Jeff. Those of you who were here in July will recall the GROW theme of the year. GROW, get organized, recruit, orient, and get a we retention feeling. And, of course, those of you here in July heard more about that than you want to hear. And while I was, of course, being very wise all about it, this came up. What's this? Past District Governor Carl Chenery.
Yes. Hello?
Carl, can you talk a little louder?
Are you there? Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm there. Go ahead.
All right. Well, thank you. Let me start with a bit of a preamble and maybe some observations. The Lee Summit Club has always felt sorry for Kirksburg. We recognize that the weather in northern Missouri affects abilities. And therefore, we believe that Kirksburg has always been handicapped. But let's talk about membership. We in Lee Summit are installing the 5-for-1 plan, so the success for our club in terms of growth is quite assured. And we in order to encourage Kirksburg, we want to challenge them in terms of membership growth this year. But just a forewarning, Lee Summit intends to win, even if it requires sandbagging. So Ralph, if you're on the line, and if you have understood what I said, let's go for it.
Ralph, what do you say?
Well, first of all, it's not Kirksburg, it's Kirksville. I guess you could be in Parksburg over there or somewhere, or Lee Summit. But just for a little history, our club was challenged once before by Carl's club to what club would have the greatest growth of membership. And we had a good competition, and Kirksville won. We're not sure we ever got our money back from them, but the bet was to give money to the foundation. And so Carl has accepted the challenge. Our district governor is going to referee to make sure Carl plays fairly. We're going to use the numbers from the 30 June report. We're already up 3 now, Carl. How are you doing?
Yes, we are.
You up 3?
Did you understand what I said about sandbagging?
Oh, okay. Yes. You're going to wait to the end and have a big flash of glory.
Well, I appreciate Carl and Ralph. And by the way, this did occur spontaneously at a Rotary meeting, that this contest broke out. But I have to take away the serious note. on your screen there, you should see the question I would pose to you, which is, what would energize your club and make Rotary fun? A contest with a neighboring club. You all know that the club in the town next door, the suburb next door, or down the street, or down the area, same size. We didn't say in all that Kirksville and Lee Summit are darn near the same size. There are years like 2006 that Kirksville has more members. There are other years like 2008 and 2010 that Lee Summit has more members. And they're very close, right at 100, and each of them strive for 100. And, of course, if you need to know the size of clubs, ask Governor Jeff or me. We're happy to tell you. Joint club meeting to kick it off is a great idea. How about a club social? Two little clubs in southern Missouri, they do the football game. When the football game this year is in Willow Springs, the Mountain View Club goes there. When it's in Mountain View the next year, the Willow Springs Club goes there. They have the tailgate before. They have the party after the game. I think they do it for both football and basketball. And then they challenge themselves to this sort of thing. And any sort of joint fellowship you do makes your club more fun and makes you do more and encourages membership and accomplishes all that. So if that sparks your membership, the secret here always is what will get your members going, what will get them excited about Rotary and about membership and about sharing Rotary with somebody else and with other people who need to know. And so you have to think about the mentality of the club, and that's what, after I heard about, Governor Jeff reported to me, hearing the fight without violence between President Ralph and past District Governor Carl. Past District Governor Carl, like this past District Governor the line, back trying to do some good on membership. The G, get organized. In July, we talked about the who, what, when, where, and how of just getting organized in your club so that, you know, and I'll say this on myself, when I was president, that was a long time ago. They can all make fun of me on the line. But I remember that I talked about it a lot, and we got kind of half organized. Not to be confused with other words like that, but we got about half organized, and I would just challenge